Welcome back to my very messy room. A long time ago I already did a video on my Lego collection, but ever since I kind of changed up my room and renovated it a little bit, I decided I'd come back and kind of go over my whole collection since it's expanded a bit. I'm going to start off over here with Lego Voltron. I think this set is probably one of the sets that got this whole collection kickstarted. It got me into buying these big expensive Legos and just collecting what I thought was cool and tied to me personally in a way. So Voltron, I got into the DreamWorks show, and then this came out. It was like the original 80s design Voltron, and here he is. I got him. All the lions actually split up into the 5 lions. He's transformable, and he's really cool. Really cool start to my, I guess, cool Lego set collection. Much later on, I got this little guy, and he looked like Voltron, so of course, naturally, I put him here next to the bigger Voltron. Next to Voltron here, I have Optimus Prime. Really cool set. One of my favorites, because I collected all the Creo Transformers because it was the closest thing we had to Lego Transformers. And then recently Lego came out with Optimus Prime, and of course it was a must-have. So I got him. He used to be transformed into his robot mode on top of my desk here, but I after I did that little stop motion animation with him, I decided to display him in his truck mode for a while, so here he is. He's got all his accessories around him as well. And maybe someday I'll transform him back and put him in a cool pose. Here's Lego Bowser. He is another one of my favorite sets because he is a big puppet. And that's honestly the main reason why I got him. I'm not that big of a Mario fan, but this Lego Bowser had the capabilities to have his head be moved side to side, and you can open his mouth. It was just a Lego puppet, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And he looks really cool. I love how they designed him, and that's why I have him. And he's big and proud, so I put him on top of my desk for all to see. Up here is the Walt Disney camera. You got Lego Walt Disney there with Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. They also have Bambi and Dumbo. I thought the set was pretty cool. It had the Lego-fied versions of all the Disney movies. And the camera build is just really cool, and it makes a sound as well. Like, you can crank it. So, really neat build. Disney inspires me a lot, especially old Disney. So, that's why I got this one. Down here is not really anything too special, but I just like the look of this build on my desk, and it just fits the whole display. It's just always been a neat little build to put on my desk. It's just a pretty building, and it just fit, so I always keep it here. I also have I just have a random Lego Muppet here. I also have this Lego candy machine in the back that I built, and I got a Lego cat with Donald Duck sitting on top of it for whatever reason. Over here is my small little WALL-E collection. I have this old toy that was like my favorite WALL-E toy as a child. I gave him an Eve, and I have another Eve toy over here. I have Mo, and then of course Lego WALL-E, which surprised me that Lego did that back in the day, and then recently they came out with WALL-E and Eve BrickHeadz, which I just could not stay away from. So I'm kind of proud of this little display. It all makes sense. So it's just a neat little part of my whole display and collection. Over here's a really tiny build that I made. It's a prototype of a Lego Horizons ride vehicle way before I started actually working on the project. I was wondering if I could make it in a super tiny micro scale, and this is what I came up with before deciding that I wanted to make it much bigger and make it minifigure scaled. Down here, I just have this Lego Nether set, which has been infested by my creepy Catalina doll from a while back. And this little 3D print. I don't know why I have these displayed over here. I just never found a good place to put them, and they just stare at me as I sleep. Which is fine, I suppose. Then over here got these sunflowers that I bought at Disney Springs. And these roses that my girlfriend got me, which was pretty sweet. Also got this cute little coffee stand over here. And another set that I really like, and it's the Apollo 11 moon landing set, which is pretty neat. I really like this build, and it just looks good here. Next to some Kleenex. Moving on, we're gonna go to my bookshelf, where we have a lot of Lego stuff displayed here. So we're gonna start up here with BB-8. He's a pretty cool set, although I'm not sure if I'll really keep him built for long. My love lies more in the classic Star Wars movies, so I wasn't really the biggest fan of BB-8, so I might still use this set for pieces and things, and it's got some I mean, it's a neat build, but I think I could really put a better use to it. I got this Lego piggy bank, which a long time ago I actually used it as my mom's swear jar, and every time she swore, my dad had this joke where she'd have her put a quarter in my Lego piggy bank, and I think last time I counted it, I have $11 in there in quarters and nickels, I think. Here we have the Lego Doctor Who set. I'm a huge Whovian, and this set included Matt Smith, which is one of my favorite doctors, so of course I had to get this one. I have the Doctor Who for Lego Dimensions as well, and this set came around about the same time that the Lego Dimensions Doctor Who thing happened. So here's a doctor fighting a weeping angel with a stone lightsaber, because I found the pieces to make it, so I just made it. And I had those laying around too. I didn't order the pieces for those. I also got these little Lego Daleks that came with the Doctor Who set, and I had this Dalek toy that was the same model that the Lego ones are based off of, so naturally I put them together in the same spot. They were over on my desk, but I thought it made more sense to put them over here with the whole Doctor Who stuff. This whole spot here is very crammed together, so I have to really just get in there with my camera. I have the Ship in a Bottle set back there, made by Tiago Catarino, which is my current biggest inspiration when it comes to Lego designs and stuff. And I love his channel. He reviews things very critically, and he is a good builder. He's designed some neat stuff. So I suggest you guys go check him out, Tiago Catarino. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Here we have this set. That was the Luke Skywalker scene from The Mandalorian, which is pretty cool. I actually kind of like this set. I hope someday I can pair it with the Tantive set that they came out with, which was Darth Vader entering the ship at the beginning of A New Hope. And I think if I got that one, it'd be a much better display of my love for the classic Star Wars trilogy. I think this set was a birthday gift, a birthday or Christmas gift from one of my friends. Pretty cute. Got a little piggy and a chicken, and I'm always confused by the fire creeper. Here in the back we have the mini Haunted Mansion set, which is pretty cool. I like that set a lot. It has a little mini interior on the back of it. I got this Lego Witch set. Funny story, I think it was supposed to be Christmas present or something, and my mom hid it way too well, and we found it like half a year after it was supposed to be gifted to me. And I found it right around when Halloween hit, so I built it around Halloween, and I just kind of displayed her here. And back there, below Hound, I have the Lincoln Memorial Lego set. This one here is a funny story. This Jane Goodall set came with my Lego Titanic. And this set's pretty cute. It came with little monkeys, and Jane Goodall implored me to research her, so I think she's pretty neat. This set did not come with a sticker that it was supposed to, so I made my own. And because the sticker was just Jane Goodall's name, I thought it'd be funny to make the sticker that just says, "Yeah, I have no idea who this is." Also, I'm completely aware that you can just buy stickers that you're missing off the Lego website. I'm fully aware. I'm fully aware. I just did this for the joke. I thought this would be funnier, so I'm just keeping it this way. Over here, got some Lego Star Wars Microfighter sets, and I think I have a really tiny Millennium Falcon that's just kind of hiding back there. And next to them, I have 4 of the Disney Duo characters. I really like the Lumiere and Cogsworth ones because they are very expressive, and you can pose Lumiere a lot, surprisingly. And Cogsworth as well has some posability to him, so I think these are really cool. And of course I got Nemo and Squirt. They're very nostalgic. Here is the DeLorean set. I'm really proud of having this one. This is one of my favorites. I absolutely love this set. It is so cool. I love the Back to the Future movies, and this was just awesome to get, and I am glad that I have it. And on top of it is just a Lego bunny that I got recently. Down here is my most recent Lego set as of filming this video, and it is the Spider-Man No Way Home battle on the Statue of Liberty, which completes my current collection of 3 Lego Statue of Liberties. More on that later. In putting this set together, proposing on the characters, I did not take it seriously at all. I absolutely love the way that I posed all these characters, and I just gotta go through them all. So first we have Green Goblin over here, and I am so happy to have a Lego Willem Dafoe Green Goblin. That is just the best thing ever to me. And I just kind of put Ned clinging onto his glider there. This is kind of normal. It's sort of normal. I put this set together with Rosella, and she decided to put all the hair of the Spider-Man over their masks. Because they come with their respective heads, so you can like have them without their masks on. But I decided to have their masks on and keep the hair on as Rosella put them together. So over here we have, I think that one's the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, about to try and trap Green Goblin as Ned is clinging onto his glider for whatever reason. We have that little box just kind of sitting there in the corner. I just decided to just put it out of the way. It's just sitting there. No one's caring about it right now. Over here we have Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man watching as MJ falls to her doom, doing absolutely nothing about it, just watching and being like, oh shoot, not again. Another thing that makes me really happy about having this set is the fact that I have a Lego Alfred Molina Doc Ock. This Doc Ock is what made Doc Ock my favorite villain of all time, and I'm just happy to have him. I didn't really do anything silly with him. I just had him here, about to maybe strike Electro. Electro looks pretty cool. I love MCU Electro because he's got that like energy effect over his face that references the star mask that the original Electro had. And over here in the back, we have Doctor Strange. He's just leaving. He's done with everything. He doesn't want anything to do with anything anymore. So, he's just leaving. Turn the set around and here's a better view of Doctor Strange leaving. And I have Tom Holland's Spider-Man swinging around this pole. I'm actually proud of the way I did this. I just added a clip that was used in a different part of the set. Also, you could see the heads there in the back. They're just kind of chilling there. But I used this little clip to just kind of attach the web to the pole there, and he's just kind of swinging around, and I just really like how I put that together. So there we are. There's the Spider-Man set. Putting this on the shelf, Electro wasted no time in falling off and falling apart. So I just kind of posed him in a way so he's actually kind of facing off of Doc Ock, because he's just kind of standing there waiting for someone to hop on here and fight him. So there he is, fighting Doc Ock instead. Moving on to my dresser, where the rest of my collection is, we have the Brickheadz Statue of Liberty next to the bigger Lego Statue of Liberty. I have no idea when my infatuation with the Statue of Liberty started or why. I guess when I was 7, I really liked the idea of walking up the statue that you can see out of at the top. I don't know. I just like the Statue of Liberty. I like how it looks. I love the stand that she sits on. I love what she represents. It's just neat. It's just a cool thing. Over here I got the Lego The Office set. I binged the show like maybe 3 times already, and I just had to have this one. It was cool. I think all the characters I have posed the same way since I put it together. I gotta come up with a new way to pose them. I guess I just really liked how they were posed, so I didn't bother to change it. But I feel like I should freshen this one up a bit. Lego Stanley's actually over here above the framed picture that I have of the actor that he autographed at the fan expo I went to last year. Below and next to The Office, we have the Lego Friends set 1 and 2, but I got this one first, of course. The cafe set. I thought this was really neat. I really like Friends as well, so that's why I got this one. And they came out with the apartment set, and I thought this was really neat, so might as well have gotten this one too. So I did. I will pose these a lot more and put them in different scenarios and cool stuff. I also put Chandler over here waving as a little tribute to Matthew Perry, who recently passed away. This might be a little unrelated to the video, but I thought I'd explain something I realized about Friends. A lot of people around me, and I just see online, a lot of people never really found Friends to be that funny. Yet I still watch the entire show, and I love it. I feel like the reason that I realized why that is because, to me, it does not work as a comedy. It should not work as a comedy. Friends, to me, is just a tale of 6 people who are trying to make it big in a city and trying to, I guess, stand one another. And it's just something that I relate to because I have a big friend group as well. There are a lot of jokes and a lot of scenes that just, they play out to be really funny, but they're not. There is a lot of the show that I don't think is funny that they put a laugh track over. It just does not work as a comedy. I think it should just, if people, I feel like if some people were to view it as just a normal regular show and not some silly sitcom, and who knows, maybe people find some sort of liking to it. Not that everyone has to like Friends. I'm just saying that the laugh track and the fact that they try and play it out as a comedy when it just does not feel like one. I think that's why a lot of people don't like this show, but I do because I just see it differently. And same with The Office. The exact same thing happens with The Office. It's just a tale of people and not some comedy. Friends goes over just people working in their lives and not a circus. Next up we have the Lego Up House, which is one of my favorite Pixar movies. So I had to get this one. I think it put Doug inside. I have no idea where Doug is. I think I probably put him inside the house. And Russell, though, for some reason, he's over here. I have no idea why. Over here, I have my mini Thanos collection with the Infinity Gauntlet, with this Thanos mech thingy that looks really weird, but I guess cool. He looked really silly, so that's why I got this one. And then this big fig that I think I got at a convention. I don't know if this is custom or from an actual set, but I thought this was pretty cool. I think this is the actual first like minifigure Thanos anything that I got. Back here we have the Galileo tribute set that came with my Lego Indiana Jones set, but we'll get to that one later. I had my eyes on this little guy for a while. I thought he was so cool that they managed to make a really good upscaled minifigure. It just looks amazing. I love the way it's put together and the shaping is done, and it just looks good. Lego did a really good job on this one. I love the little guy as well to compare it to, and I love that you can open up the hat and you got this little contraption there. For this one, this is one of my Lego mods that actually came to fruition really well, and it was this base plate that I made for him. I'm really proud of how this base plate came out actually, and it was really simple. I just figured out what the scale was and just went with it. And of course I had to have the small one on a small base plate to compare. And I think it just looks really good. It looks like a base plate. It came out pretty well. I think it's scaled properly, and I'm glad they actually had the right pieces for it. And it just works. I really like this. I really like how this one turned out. This is one of my favorite pieces in my collection. Before I review the next two big ones, I'm gonna go down here where we have the last two of the Disney Duo set. Here's the little critters from Pocahontas. I did not watch Pocahontas a lot as a kid, so I didn't really care much for these characters, but they're neat little builds. I like how expressive they are, so they are neat. Same with the pig and the chicken from Moana. Not hugely notable characters for me, but I really like the builds anyway. They're cute. Here in front of the My Jimmies, we have some brickheads of Han Solo, Chewbacca. I think they were from the Solo movie though. And we have Mandalorian and Grogu. Next to those guys, I actually have some custom builds that I made a while back. I made this little like weird airplane car thing. I'm not sure what it is. I built it when I was much younger, but I'm really proud of it because it's symmetrical, and I was never good at building symmetrical builds, so I've always been happy with how this little thing turned out. And back here we have this little spaceship thing that's also symmetrical, and it made me really happy with how it turned out. And now, here we come to the Lego Indiana Jones Temple of the Golden Idol set. If you've seen the streams, the original set was one of my very first Lego sets ever, and I could not stay away from what is basically just the reboot of that set. And I still have it, it's just in shambles. I plan to restore it and maybe like put it behind this set. I mean, it won't really be seen, but I think it'd be neat because if I'm showing this to someone, I could just pull this back and show the original set behind it. But this is cool. And I didn't get this only because it was based off of my first and one of my very favorite Lego sets as a child. It's a really cool set. Like, watch this. Let me make this cinematic for you guys. You turn the knob and the thing comes down and boom, that comes down. It's got lights and everything. It's really cool. Also, I put my original Lego Indiana Jones there because I did not really like the new Indiana Jones design, to be quite frank. Here we got some cool swinging action, and I will get to my UHF mod in just a second. Here we have the door that closes, and when I was little, I really loved like closing and opening sliding doors in Lego for some reason, so having this be in the set is pretty cool, and I loved it in the original set, and I love it in here. And then of course, you got the famous rolling boulder. You can't have a Lego Indiana Jones Golden Idol Temple set without the boulder. I really love this set. Sometimes I'll just walk up to it and I'll just randomly fidget with it and play with all the play features and just walk away. And then I walk back into my room, I walk up to this thing and I just play with it all again. And of course, here in the middle, this is actually a mod. This did not obviously come with the actual set. This is a modification I made that references Weird Al Yankovic's UHF movie. And the movie begins with this spoof on Indiana Jones. I have a whole video I made on it if you guys want to go check that out. I recreated it with this set, and I'm just really happy with how it turned out. I'm still waiting on finding a good stop sign off Bricklink that I can put on this pole here. So it's not actually finished. It's not done by one piece, but it looks pretty good already so far. And I'm really happy with this, and I'm always going to keep it like this. Oh, I forgot. I actually got some hidden Lego sets here. I got a Chicago skyline and a New York skyline with technically my fourth Lego Statue of Liberty. And now, my pride and joy. My most prized Lego possession is the Lego Titanic. I'm not that big of a Titanic fan. Not a huge Titanic fan. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't like the Titanic at all. Like, I am not a fan of the Titanic. I've never been a fan of the Titanic. I've never been obsessed with the Titanic. Not even in childhood. I've never liked the ship even once. And there was absolutely no true meaningful reason as to why I spent $630 on this. It's actually April 14th when as I'm filming this. April 14th being the day that she sunk. So that's pretty convenient, I guess. Here's my first Lego Titanic that I made. I have no idea what happened to the smokestacks on that thing, but I mean the colors are all there, so I decided to display this with the professional, real, official Lego Titanic. And I'm actually going to take this downstairs and photograph it, so very convenient timing that I film this video now before I take this off my shelf for a little bit. Before I take this down for pictures though, I might as well just show you around my room and what else has changed and what I have here. Up here has changed quite a bit. I had this little model I had of the back rooms, but I just put the kitchen in its place with this Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow plaque on top of it. And I have my old robot toys, Squawks and Tribot. Here I got all my Funko Pops just on the shelf on top of my closet, all in a row. Got a really good collection. Over here in the corner I just got some Nendroids and this Nekopara figure that my friend Thomas gave me. He was the same friend that gave me this funny enough, Thomas gave this to me the Christmas before I got a girlfriend, which I just think it's funny. Some great irony there. Send it.
You got an echo.
It's going in the jar. Here's another fun part of my room. I just got these pictures. The autograph I mentioned earlier. I got this picture of me with Peter Cullen and the Optimus Prime toy that he held in the photo right next to it on a cool little 3D printed stand that I made for it. I met, I think it's Jeff Brennan, who drew this Courage the Cowardly Dog for me. I put up this little Lego sign, and this wall is not yet completed. I got a cool poster in there that I gotta hang up. And I went to the convention again just yesterday, and I got a signature from Butch Hartman. And I'll make a video on this whole story, and Sean Astin as well.